Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Face is a little red. I'm not really feeling it, but I'm here. I wish this, I got an appointment with a doctor coming up. Meet and greet. Supposedly this doctor's off. I've never had a family doctor, but supposedly this doctor's office has a lot to do with, skin care. And they have, acne stuff, and hopefully I get in. Hopefully they accept me. 6 of Wands. It's like, don't worry. 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords. It's like everything's gonna be fine. You're past the worst of it, it's telling me. Ace of Coins. Healing. I think. Ace of Coins. Heal. Just heal. I'm always in this space of worrying about it now. I'm worried about my mobility. I'm worried about if my face is gonna stay this way forever. I don't know. 9 of Swords. It's making up a large part of my thoughts, really. Knight of Chalices and 8 of Cups. Both reversed. Yeah, it's made me a little bit depressed. For the most part. Let's say the 9 of Swords. These are things that I'm gonna have to face, bring to light. It's a little less painful today, or right now anyway, shuffling the cards than yesterday. Seems like that's day by day. 2 of Wands. Easier to deal with the struggle. I'm dealing with it. This guy looks like Yoda. He looks like this little goblin thing. Anyways, let's get on to the real reading here. What do you want to tell me? What do you want me to talk about, my complaints and everything? So my hopes, I guess, you could call it hopes with the devil. All the hopes that I had for a home have evaporated. 5 of Coins. 4 of Wands. My home. Trying to get a home. Trying to get my own place, right? Just evaporated. That's kind of what I'm facing. That's the challenge every day. It's like getting started again. What am I going to do? I mean, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's leave it there. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm doing now. This is how I'm going to support myself. This is how I'm going to create a future for myself. You know, most people watching this or at this stage would be like, yeah, fucking right. what a madman or whatever, but you have to put something into something. You gotta then you gotta get stuck in with the Knight of Chalices, right? back again. Put everything you have into something. Put up your entire will into something. I'm just still struggling with it. I mean, what else can it do right now is the thing. 9 of coins to 3 of coins reversed. I'm still having difficulty like leading myself out of it. Finding the destination. Showing perseverance every day. I mean, the day's going by so quickly, that's the thing. Like every day I'm waking up late. I have to change these. It took me 2 hours this morning to change these garments, right? I don't know why it's taking me so long. I mean, it feels like maybe not 2 hours completely, but it was like 8 o'clock I got out of bed and then took a shower. And it was 11 o'clock by the time I finished my arms. This is not a great start to the read here. Whatever. Page of Wands. I'm not really in the mindset of doing it right now. Right. Like, no one's going to lead me to my own successes. No one's going to lead me to my own fulfillment, to my own castle, really. I'm the one that has to find that out, figure that out, walk that, put the incentives underneath me to do that, to grow. Right? No one else is going to do it for me. 3 of coins reversed. I have to be the leader. It's the Knight of Chalices again. What? How did I know that too? When I picked it up, I was like, this is going to be the same card. It's like you get a feel, you get a vibe right as you like pick it up, kind of thing. 10 of Wands now. And 10 of Wands is reversed. How much space I got left on this phone here to keep making these? There's a 5 of Wands. 5 to the 10. Hierophant. Knight of Coins. What's causing the conflict in this like hiccup, I guess. Something I gotta push through emotionally is not having, yes, this pre-programming right here, where it's like you require money, right? Or like the fact that I don't have income source. Knight of Coins. Struggling to see that, where it's going to come from. Like I'm not trusting in the more divine plan. All I can see currently Bruno! All I can see currently is the turmoil, madness in myself. Excuse me. Are you coming in? Coming in or what? No? He ran away again. Oh, it's tough in this hand here. Along the back. There's a lot of like healing tissue, so it's like stiff, right? Along the knuckles too, it keeps cracking because the skin is like still healing. There's a big blisters here now on the top of my hand. It's gonna take a long time to heal, I can tell. At least a week. Which sucks because it's like the blisters show up at any kind of moment, right? Like twist too much or like twisting too much opens them up and stuff. I'm just hoping that like the skin's tough enough now that we can do more intense stretching. This skin right here is like tough, so it's like hard to move my wrist that way at this point. I don't know if it's going to get easier or what the story is, but hopefully it just doesn't lock my arms in a particular way. It's even moving them up and down, guys. Oh my gosh, it's painful. That's all I can see right now. It's like pain and suffering. Four of Swords. I think it's trying to tell me just make peace with it, because there's a long way to go still. There's still half the story left. 10 of Wands reversed, right? We haven't walked half the story yet. So, I mean, that's comforting in a way, but right now I'm just like locked up inside. Can't move. I can barely like motivate myself to do anything other than like maybe this. Even still, this is hard to get going. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Or later, like 2:30. So it's just like after you change this stuff, it's like the worst. It's the worst right after you do it. Right after you change it, 10 of Swords. So yeah, that last one seems to be all pushing through, coming to some kind of like peace within myself mentally. 10 of Swords. I need to put some... Hold on a second. Put some moisturizer on my face, guys. Give me a sec here. I'm gonna have to wash it pretty quick too, because if I put too much moisturizer on it, gets up all in the pores and stuff. This is supposed to be non-comedogenic or homeogenic or whatever the word is, but it still makes my face break out even if I let it sit on my face for too long, guys. Supposedly they're supposed to like work together, the cleanser and the moisturizer, but the moisturizer, even though it's like super light, it still wants to like, still leaves a layer, and then I end up breaking out. But I mean, I don't know. Let's just move on from my complaints. Let's move on. 10 of Swords. They've heard enough. What do we got here? Got the Empress with the 8 and the 9 of Coins again. What's this about? Maybe I need to like stop and start over. Because all I can think about is my situation right now. My situation right now is the name of this video. It's the 8 of Coins. What? 898. The Empress. It's almost like saying like somebody is coming to like, maybe it's like, don't wait for that. Put that thought to rest, really. That I can like put everything onto other people, like allow them to carry the weight. I don't think that that's the something that I've got to put away. I'm not being independent. I'm not showing independence that way. It's like being trapped under my own expectations, really. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Coins, the weight of them. The Eight of Coins is like, allow it to come in, allow it to flourish. Flourish. But take my mind off of it, really. Put that whole line of thinking to rest. Yeah. See if we can't get into like a different kind of line here. The World reversed and Ace of Coins again. Yeah, something that they need to receive. What is it? What could it be? What could it be, guys? It's the King of Chalices sideways. To the right, to the left. Yeah, this is all kind of showing you like how difficult it can be to like settle one's own emotions and stuff. Because I'm pretty bummed out. If you haven't noticed about my situation, it's already, we're quite far along. I mean, I've just got to take care of some key things, and then we can start living life kind of some normally. Again, I got to talk to this doctor, see if they'll accept me. But yeah, this is all kind of an illustration to show you how like how easy it is to self-victimize, to become a victim within oneself. It happens at moment to moment, right? The High Priestess, right? Moment to moment, it can switch on or off. You can be in a great place, and then all of a sudden you're just like back to square one again. So you gotta watch out for that. You need to like, I don't know, it's like mostly about supporting each other, right? Temperance, reversed. Patience, showing self-patience, showing self-discipline. Discipline overrides the instability, the emotions, right? We can be like sitting around weeping about it and all that, playing the pity party. It seems like that's what a lot of people in the world do, apparently. So that's the thing, is like the gift to get out of it, the gift to move past it, is the choice. And the Three of Wands. It's like leaving things behind. Leaving this behind. It's the way past it. It's like you have a choice in the matter of what you're going to be like doing. What you're going to like think about, how you're going to feel, what kind of like things you are or are not going to allow. Right? The temperance. And it's like this is the thing that the whole world kind of everybody needs to kind of bring to a close, bring the cycle to an end, you know? Because that's how we're stuck here. Like we're all kind of playing the same games. All kind of like making the same excuses for ourselves, really. Not like participating in the solution that we can like clearly see what it is. We tend to like ignore it, move past it instead of like really absorbing into like dealing with it, making the choice, right? You always have an option to like react or act. Act or react. The 10 of coins sideways. Ace of Wands. Hierophant again. The 10 of Wands. It's talking to me about motivation. Because there's like nothing works. Nothing's working correctly because there's lack of purpose. The Ace of Wands downwards. It's like I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't figured out what our like true purpose is. So the work is unstructured. Right? Everything is broken because this is what we haven't achieved yet. 10 of Wands, the Hierophant. We haven't like accepted our God-given mission, you could say. You could say in those words. Regardless of your like belief systems around it. So yeah, what's holding us back from that? Finding the purpose here to make everything functioning correctly in society. It's the wheel. It's something to do with lack of time. Lack of time to be creative. The world again. The whole world is like to the left, to the right. It's like, yes. Because we're not able to like, the parts of our brains that need to be exercised or need to be accessed, we're not given the amount of time every day to do that, to be creative. I think that a lot of these issues that we're coming up against seem to be just because we're not fully voicing, not really allowed to grow into like in a practical manner, you know, where we can like explore new avenues, explore new ideas. It doesn't allow us to even get started, I'd say. Just that lack of time. So what does that mean? That means that lack of time. Page is this like infantile state left in the world. Kind of like the cycle hasn't begun. The cycle of self-growth mentally, stepping out of kind of a child state, which is like good in some cases and others, but it's like when you're not aware of it, that's the issue, right? The moon? Sideways again? To the left. Not sure which one is which. Subconscious, unconscious. But, yeah, it's keeping itself hidden from us. We think that we're like mature and adults and grown-ups and stuff like that, but for the most part, we're not. To put it simply, we fool ourselves into thinking that we are adults, right? But like, if you just look around, it's plain to see that like everything that we've built is against what is correct or what the truth is, right? 5 of coins reversed and the star, right? Everything is like the antithesis of what our true destiny actually is. So just look around at like the whole mechanism of war. It's like, what kind of mature person, what kind of mature people, society would accept something like war? I mean, we thrive on it. We're like addicted to like war stories and violence and good versus evil and blah blah. You got to go out and I don't know. There's just all this like mental attachment that's very like adolescent, you could say, attached to those kinds of mechanisms in society, and then people just like jump up in arms being like, well, what about all the bad stuff and all the bad people and blah 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 blah. So we got to take care of those people to gain our freedom and everything like that. But it's, I don't know, like, think about it like practically and logically and stuff. It's like, what are those people actually like wanting? They're just wanting the same shit you want. They just want freedom to like express themselves and be the living on the planet without so much turmoil, I suppose. A lot of them anyways, that's what it gets caught up in, but underneath it all, we all want the same things. It's just you get caught up in grudges, immature grudges that people hold on to, right? What that was about. Immature grudges, 3 of Wands that you can't let go of, that you won't be able to navigate. It has a lot to do with like how people were brought up and like the things that they've experienced already. Ace of Coins, 7 of Coins, and religion. The Hierophant reversed. It's what keeps them immobile. It doesn't allow them to like change or move. You know? So that's what's keeping us from this like collective star, keeping the antithesis in front of the star, or we don't actually know what the heck we're doing, or what the point of what we're doing is. There is no thesis, right? There is no way out or figuring a way out. It's just continuing to burn itself down. Yeah, I gotta start sharing. I gotta start sharing these things publicly. I think I'm gonna do that right after this. I'm gonna post up a couple videos on Facebook and start sharing them there. Maybe I'll like make a couple other accounts on X or whatever, on Reddit. I don't know. Yeah, I have one on Reddit, so I'll just like post up links there, I guess. I don't know. See what happens. But gotta start sharing more. We need to start sharing things more. The world again with the 10 of Chalices reversed. Because like, we gotta start that process over. because it's failed. Nobody knows what love is. We talk about it, we sing about it, right? I had a conversation the other day, and it was like basically the person actually like said it themselves. They were like, everybody's version of love is different, is personalized to them, but the thing that they didn't consider, or maybe it slipped by, is that that makes it so untrustworthy, the love, right? Because if one person can have one definition of what love is and the next person can have another definition of what love is, they're completely opposite definitions, but both are true to that person, to the individual that's like, that's holding that definition, then which one is it? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, you could call love irrational, but like at the same time it has to have some kind of like foundational like principle that's behind it to make it real, or else it's just like another thing lost in the ether, essentially, or floating in the ether, right? It doesn't have something that tethers it to reality. It has no purpose. Right. The Ace of Wands. It's purposeless. Purposelessness of the current definition of what that is. That's weird how it's come out like this. Pretty much plainly saying that we need to share more about this kind of topic, maybe. Try and get at the real root of it, because what is it that most people say when you ask them what love is? It's like they describe like feelings and emotions and stuff like that, but it's the Empress again, and the Sun. Justice, Six of Wands. I'm not sure about the Empress, but it's somewhat talking about like how it's triggered by things that we see as victories, something that we see as positive that shines upon us, and that's what actually like perhaps turns it. We see them as correct justice, right? Why is the Empress struggling like that? Battling like that? It's with the chaos side. Oh. Why is it struggling like that? Oh, Seven of Chalices, because they don't know where it's coming from. People don't know that. This is the point I'm trying to, this is what I have to like reveal, I suppose, is that if it's so varied all the time, then there's no like actual, you're not like, you don't love yourself. You don't know where to love or what to love, because it's like not coming through you. It's coming from this equation here, it manifests, and because it brings itself, shines itself to light, becomes shiny. It becomes a shining ball of fire, right, in your world when the conditions are correct. Just the Six of Wands, when there's like a victory that you deem as being something good, awesome, just for you, that's where it's coming from. Most people don't understand that the Empress being like the feminine, emotional makeup of oneself, right? For the most part, complete like center of that emotional set, right? Very like, oh, I should do this more often. off of like pushing my arms straight and just pull them straight. I was doing that at the playgrounds actually. I was like hanging off the playgrounds at night every day. I'm just gonna do that again tonight. Just go to the playground and just like hang off the rungs there. It seems to help straighten them out. But my issue now isn't like too much holding them straight. It's more about contracting them so I can actually like touch the back of my head and everything. Oh my gosh, it hurts. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm running low on funds. I don't know. Kind of like hard to like think about sitting in front of a computer all day long at this point, but that's kind of what I'm doing anyways at this moment. So not really, but I'm trying to learn. I'm learning again. Learning more about esotericism again. Back on that plane trip. Weird. 2 ace 3 star 2. This is talking about something about recognizing that the gift of choice is not really a choice. The gift of change. Like changing into what is like your destiny line. Walking your destiny line. 3 of Wands, the star. Seeing that gift. Seeing that blessing of changing your destiny is not really about choosing. It's about walking. It's more about walking than choosing. So you just have to know what is like actually best for yourself. It's like the thing coming up, because take me as an example. I've like, I don't want to say I'm like made all the wrong choices. It's just, that's it. It's like, instead of like just walking what was going to support me, I kept trying to like choose or rush ahead. I couldn't settle on anything. I wanted everything now, you know? This stuff's like showing up. But anyway. Yeah. So like coming around full circle to this point again where I'm actually like simply throwing cards and talking to you guys and yeah, showing my whole face, showing everything that's going wrong, being vulnerable, really. It's taken a little while to get back here. I'm still not back fully. Still have not returned Page of Coins, 9 of Swords. What about the ego? What's going on with the ego? Oh, we've got like something here coming through. Got a little bit of blood coming through on the bottom here. But overall, there's not a lot of leakage this time, which is great, because that means that things are healing. Well, not too long ago, there's just like bloods, some of them big, right? I've still got like a big pad here to cover a couple blisters, some gauze here to soak up some blisters that haven't dried up fully, same as there, and one big band-aid on the back, but for a blister. It's all the blisters. Big band-aid on my hand, blisters. One was finished healing or finishing here, and then another big ass one just opened up right underneath it. So shucks. Dang it. Forgot about that. 2010. Look at that. I fell down the side here. I gotta fix this, actually. I have a bunch of thingies here. It's not hanging on correctly. Sorry to interrupt the show, people. one chance here. We are all just walking each other home. It's true. King of Hearts. That seems to be the main line of all the stories, right? Some rocks. I don't know if we can put the rocks back up there. Why not? Stick. I brought these sticks from like the island, I think. Or somewhere. Somewhere I picked them up. I think that there's more back there somewhere. Something else fell, but gotta avoid that. Nine of Swords. Page of Coins. Reversed. To get my car back, I'll be able to like cruise around a bit maybe. Still won't be able to do much during the day. At nighttime, the moon reversed. After nightfall, what can we do here? Maybe too far away, you think? That's kind of comfy. Did a full flip. Queen of Chalices. Also reversed. Not as clear today for me. What am I missing? Ten of Coins reversed. Everything reversed here. I kind of feel like it's talking about what you allow to like what you allow to fester. Page of Coins reversed. To like rot away almost. Funny enough. That's what secretly gives birth to disaster. Ten of Coins reversed. Queen of Chalices, the moon, is like a birthing process, right? So yeah, that's when you allow the ego to like fester. Nine of Swords, Page of Coins reversed. The ego doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere, it festers, right? Page of Coins reversed. Just sits and rots. That's what allows for all things to like disintegrate or come down, get destroyed, right? The Queen of Chalices is like the birthing mother. It's like she's forced to do that. She's forced to bring it down in the darkness of your subconscious. This has a lot to do with, what's that word? I forget. Fuck. Let's move on. Yeah. Knight of Wands. Purpose-filled knight. Enthusiasm. Two of Chalices, the Knight of Coins. Right. Page of Swords, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and the King of Swords. I have to do lunch pretty quick. I think I will do another round after lunch. Because we didn't really get going in this one too much. Page of Swords, Nine of Wands. Huh. It's like you're missing or unable to like achieve. Haven't achieved it. Or you gotta recognize that point to move on from it. That like chasing or the love of money is actually like not holding any purpose. It doesn't allow for purpose when you have any kind of like attachment to like the movements of money. Knight of Coins, right? Then it doesn't allow you to grow up. Mentally speaking, you're not a mature, you're not able to see that, you're not able to take action on that, you're not able to like make that a reality. A mature mind, someone who's conquered their mind, in all honesty. Nine of Wands. So that's the thing, that's the dilemma that a lot of us are in. It's the monetary thing. It's like we get stuck thinking about that still. Same as me. Like this whole big issue that I'm having, a lot of it is just like I can't do anything. I can't. It's like I've got a little bit of savings to pay for my trailer, the trailer and the car, and keep that rolling, I guess. But it's still bothering me, right? It's still on my mind, limiting like what I'm actually able to do, what I'm actually able to conceive of, really. So yeah, it's still like disheartening. It's like I don't know. I don't know what the word is. It's Seven of Chalices reversed, right? Almost like hopelessness. It's like a hopelessness vibes. Come on, thing. Heal up. Feels so weird at the back of this arm. Because they put a graft here too, right? So anywhere they put a graft, skin feels bizarre because it's like from my leg. Some of the spots they put graft, the graft is like almost gone. Like it like dissolved away or something. Like spot here. It's like they put it there, but then like the skin like healed around it, and it like kind of like just peeled away or came apart. So mostly this arm is like mostly my own skin, but this arm has like big graft running all the way down to like my finger here. It's like right here on the edge. It's pretty gnarly. Honestly, it's a pretty gnarly sight to see. I don't know, I showed you guys, I did it in one video. I changed them in one video, or maybe like a few minutes of it I showed, but yeah, like seeing them before was like brutal. There's the Chalice this Knight again. And it's the Knight of Wands again. And you've got the 5 and the Page in between them. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands. Yeah. We're back there again. Challenging. Challenges. It's not something that many people want to take on. It's not a journey that finding one's purpose, right? Finding one's purpose, or like what they're going to do, is not something that's too challenging for the most part. But that's the solution to it. That's how you move past it. That's how you grow past it. The confusion, right? Taking a challenge on what your actual life's purpose is, or what you can contribute, really. So that's, you have to like get through that challenge first. Then the confusion, and the heartache, the confusion, the hopelessness dissolves, or I say dissolves, but it's made apparent, you know, where we are still confused about things. I think like big part of it is actually just like interacting with people, also coming to it. That's what you want to build. I want to build something here. Build a community of some kind. What the heck? Oh. They're all swords. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 2, but like 1, 3, 4, 5 of swords. Weird. This order or this order? I don't know. Yeah, we're stuck in the 5. We're not able to see because having to do with like all the things that we've foregone. With the 4 swords, foregone. All of the thoughts that we've allowed to become foregone within us. Left unforgiven. Left unforgiven. We're still in a state of mental kind of like chaos, I'd say, where all the thoughts are always bouncing around. You're never like stabilized within the mind, right? It has a lot to do with the fact that we've allowed so many things to be foregone without being forgiven. So we can't see, we don't get the right idea ever. The idea never sticks. Ace of Swords. Right? That seems to be one of the bigger issues. Is that's like our mental state is like built up. The mental palace is built up like a bunch of erroneous types of things, right? Things that are inconsequential. I'd say we have to let them go somehow. We can't allow these things to keep spiraling around inside of us, or else we end up with some kind of neuroses, right? We're just subjugated by our own mind systems, the things that we've allowed to be forgone, be forgotten. King of Chalices, there we go. The Star, the Justice reversed, both the Star and the Justice reversed. It's that same kind of stack from before. Star, Justice, Ace of Wands, 2 of Coins. The Ace of Wands is upright. yeah, I don't know. I haven't put out a lot of videos yet, but I'm hoping that at some point I can build a little community and bring. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it, but I'm like throwing it out there into the universe, right? How I'm gonna like proceed. I'm gonna find the time and the will to do this fully out, full force, right? Bring everybody the most value out of this that I can, without any kind of. Part of me is like, yes, I do want support. I do want to be able to like stay alive doing this, right? Basically, like I don't need a lot. More is better in terms of like I'll be able to do more things, but that's the trick is I can't be motivated by that. That can't be the inspiration behind it. Getting more. Getting more cannot is an unjust way of thinking about it. It's not aligned to like being a master of your emotions, right? When you want something, when you want more, when you're desiring something, or desiring like a particular pathway, it doesn't allow for emotional maturity, I'd say. Because the desire is the immaturity. The wanting is the immaturity. So any kind of like, it doesn't matter if it's about money, it doesn't matter if it's about yada yada, you know? Like it's the simple fact that there's like a point of desire, a point of want within oneself. And it stems from this like, it stems from not being okay emotionally. There's something else that's missing, right? So that's what the lusting after things is about. Is like we don't actually believe in ourselves yet. We don't actually have a full confidence in ourselves yet of what we're capable of. So we get stuck in that kind of like hoping for more situation internally, right? And it comes across as being like a salesperson. It comes across as always trying to like convince somebody else to give you something, right? In this world, for the most part. That's generally the manifestation that it takes on. Oops. The world. It's the world sideways. It was like struggling down. There's the 2 of coins back. I got the Knight of Chalices again. That same stack there. Yep. The moon and the... Except there's no other knight here now. And everything, this the world and the moon. The moon is upright. The world is not. I have a lot to way to go, actually. I still have a lot to learn about tarot and astrology and stuff like that, so there's always like stuff that can be adding to this. But for now, this is where we're doing, this is where we're at. It's talking about why we keep choosing this. Why does the world keep choosing this fucked up way of living, really? I think it's because we haven't ever experienced that. Like, nothing has entered our consciousness. Nothing has ever made itself into our consciousness that's like dissolved the confusion, to to make it clear, right? We've never seen anybody who's like in current times who's been like truly compassionate, truly giving, with no kind of like hesitation, you could say. Even I'm still like flabbergasted around that a lot of the time. Because every time I've tried to do it, I realize now that I was trying to get somewhere else. It was like an investment almost. So it wasn't like genuine giving in a sense. There's always like something behind it where I could have a home, you know, I wanted a home. Desired one, right? That's the thing. Is like, you could say, oh, that's just you know, gobbledygook your shit you're speaking, dude, because you're chalking all this misfortune that you're facing up to like these esoteric kind of etheric consequences that came out of it. And it's like, yeah, I am kind of, because that's how specific I take all of this. Whereas like you have to figure out why these things kind of happen that way. I could blame the other people and not take responsibility on, but taking a responsibility is really acknowledging. It's acknowledging the fact that I was giving from alternative motives, alternative incentives. I was trying to gain something more, trying to get somewhere else, trying to like move to a particular position that was better than the one I was in, right? Not really accepting myself in that moment. So it's like I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, living in the car on the island, homeless, that wasn't too bad. now that I look back on it, right? It's like when I was there, when I was in the car, I was like, this is the shittiest thing ever. I don't know. There's so many videos of me doing tarot in the car that I don't know where I'll put them, or I'll put them up somewhere at some point. Just everybody can watch the whole story, right? How we got from there to here over the last few years, right? But that's going to take some time to figure out. And not really too concerned. I'm just kind of concerned about getting back into it right now and like starting this over again fresh. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, King of Wands, yes. The King and Queen, right? Having everything aligned. So I'm free to move forward freely, unrestricted. Yeah, maybe we'll take a little break, but not having any qualms with who I am. It's kind of the point. Page of Wands. It's almost like being able to instruct, doing my best to keep things clear whilst I'm instructing. Seven of Wands. Curing people of their like confusion or their like misalignments, malalignments. It's so I can stand up to that, essentially, and handle it. That's where I need to be, or where I am. I say need to be, but like that's what I'm aiming for here, is to get to a place like that again, or is to like make sure that I'm in that space, right? So this is like the stepping stones out of that for myself. I'm getting from Seven of Wands, Page of Wands to a Nine of Wands, King of Wands state. Tell me, this is me? This is what I have to do, or what I'm supposed to do? It's hard to like differentiate sometimes when you're like in that kind of place of, oh my gosh, 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 7 of Coins, and the 5 of Chalices. This is the challenge to walk through to get to it. Many cards from her. Yeah, mainly it seems to be about like letting go of the heartbreak or the turmoil that exists within, like, yes, because they're attached to 7 to the 7, right? It's more about seeing things as gaining experience rather than like needing to get somewhere or needing to like move past a certain point or something. That's what's going to allow me to get to that position of being unfettered. It's also recognizing that like don't get arrogant. Don't become arrogant about the things that I've done or things I need to do. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands reversed. It's like there's always going to be more that needs to be done. So don't ever think that you've reached the end. Just keep pushing forward. It's like I have the 9, she needs the 10, right? King of Wands, Queen of Wands. It's like that's what I have what they need to bring them to completion, right? To make it all make sense, make it all worthwhile. And allow people to like move up and leave these things behind. Leave all the turmoil behind, leave all the confusion behind. Yeah, so we can walk towards the end together, hand in hand. Do one more here. See if we're still recording, first of all. Oh yeah, oh, it's an hour and 9 minutes, guys. Holy smokes, they fly by sometimes. Do one more here. I'll take a break. I think I'll come back. The devil. The devil reversed with the hangman. Oh no. What's going on? Bruno! No barking, Bruno. No. No. Okay. Hold on a sec. Hey. Stop setting up for Trina. Run. Come on. Come downstairs if you want. Come downstairs. Come on. I'm barking. Silly puppy. Silly puppy. Queen of Swords over this hangman. Bruno! Runs away from me when I go up there. He goes right back to the door after I leave. Huh. It's like a know-it-all. That's what's to watch out for, guys. It's like when you think you know it all already, That's when the devil really makes his appearance here. Makes his appearance. Shows up. 2 of Wands. Yeah, so maybe we gotta just focus on that part, is like releasing that kind of know-it-all energy, you know? Seems like getting caught up in that, not being flexible in that you actually have things to learn. Same here. I have a lot to learn still too, you know? That's a big part of it, is I got caught up in that, thinking that I knew everything already, and that I didn't have anything else that I could like put forth, or maybe I didn't believe in what I knew, you know? Something like that. Why I didn't stay true to this, why I let myself be like succumb to, I don't know what you'd call it. What do you call it? Succumb to my more negative attachments, you could say. Addictions. The addictions that I like to like sit in, hang out in, inside my mind. Those kinds of addictive thought patterns, right? So, something to be on the watch for, but then gotta keep things flexible, man. Alright, well, hopefully that's good enough for now. And that's good enough on my part. I'm satisfied. So, we're making progress. Wish me luck with all of this. I'm gonna do my best here. I'll see you in a bit. I'll come back for another one.